Hi guys, this is Wes from MegaIphoneReviews, and today I'll give you my review of the HTC Desire S. So this is the HTC Desire S, as you can tell here. It's just released about a month ago. It's a very nice phone, as you'll see in my review. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the specs, the hardware, call quality, camera, sound, software, and the overall, my overall opinion on the phone. And I'll give you scores to it, so you kind of see, like I use a lot of phones, so what I think the phone's like. So let's go for the specs. First of all, it's got a 1 GHz Snapdragon CPU. It's exactly the same one we've seen in the HTC Desire HD, which is nice and fast. It's got 768 megabytes of RAM. It's got a 3.8-inch high-res screen, so I think that's 480 by 800 pixels. I'm not quite sure, but I believe that's correct. And HTC call this a Super LCD, I believe. It's got a 5 megapixel camera with 720p video recording. And it's running Android 2.3 with HTC Sense 2.1 on top of it. You can see my shadow a bit here, can't you? Right, so I'll just show you for the hardware of the phone. So at the bottom here you have the 4 capacitive buttons. You don't press them, you just touch them. And then they vibrate a little bit. I guess that's just it. And then you have on the front you have the VGA camera for video conferencing or taking pictures of yourself. Depends if you're obsessed with yourself or not. In the front here you have the little earpiece. And then you have the LCD flash right here, which will flash notifications and all kind of ambient light sensor and stuff like that. On the left side you have the volume rockers, and then you have the micro SD cards, micro USB port right there. On the right side you don't have anything at all. On the bottom you have the little microphone right there, I believe. Sorry, it's not focused. On the top you have the on-off switch. You have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Then you have the 5 megapixel camera on the back, and the LED flash with the microphone. And here you can also see the unibody design if that's your phone. Here, and the thing about the unibody design is only this bit comes off. And back here you have the battery. Underneath that you have the micro SD card port and the SIM card port. So let's go through looking at some other phones as well. So here we have it next to the BlackBerry Curve 93000. As you can see, about the same width. I think about the same thickness as well. The BlackBerry might be a bit thicker. Yes, the BlackBerry is a bit lighter, but the HTC feels much better in hand. So that's just the BlackBerry Curve there. And then we have the Galaxy Ace. I think it's very similar to this. This has a 3.5-inch screen, this is a 3.8-inch screen. And they see about the same width, same thickness. Yeah, they're very similar phones, I must say. Although the Samsung has a smaller screen. So let's put those aside, because I'm not reviewing those phones. And let's go to the hardware. So the build quality is great, as I already mentioned. It's got a beautiful screen. I really like the screen. I watched a couple of movies on it while I was traveling, and you can really see web pages pretty well. And it does really compete with the Retina display on the iPod Touch and the iPhone 4. It's a very fast phone. Let me just show you the Angry Birds test, I guess. I'm not sure how to test the speed of a phone, so we'll just run Angry Birds and see that there's no problem at all. It's just, as you can see, I haven't got any lag whatsoever. Started up nice and quickly, although I'm pretty rubbish at Angry Birds. Yeah, there you go. I'm not sure if that's a proper way to test the phone, but we'll just do it that way. So it's nice and fast. The battery life is great on here. I've had it on for about 2 days now, I believe. Let's just go into the battery doctor. And I've got the brightness all the way up right now. So this is the predicted time left with 32% left, which is pretty good. So we have audio playback of 312, web surfing 312, and talk time about 123. So it's a very nice battery. If you're concerned about battery life, you won't have a problem at all with this phone. Just make sure you don't keep all your apps open. That is a problem. Let's get on to and the unibody design, as I said here, which is a very good feature because it makes the phone feel much stronger. So hardware, I'm going to give a score 9 out of 10. I really don't see any problems at all with it. The only thing I would have liked to see improved was maybe a second LED flash on it, because it isn't a low-end phone. It is a rather high-end phone, so I would have liked to see that. and maybe a bit of an improved webcam, not webcam, front-facing camera, and maybe a different volume rocker. I hate these volume rockers because when I'm trying to feel it in my pocket, I just don't know what's up and what's down, so that's kind of the problem. Right, let's go into call quality. Obviously for the phone, it's a phone, you need to be able to make phone calls, and I can tell you that it's nice and loud, the earpiece up here. I've got great reception on this phone. I'm got 3 out of 4 bars right now, and I don't live in the I don't live in the best place for reception, so I'm really happy about that. I get HSDPA where I am, so great reception, even though most phones don't make it that good reception over here. It's got a loudspeaker phone, so for those of you wondering, the loudspeaker is here on the back. So if you listen to that, if you use the loudspeaker a lot, or the speakerphone, then you'll have no problem at all. I had no dropped calls at all, but I guess that's a bit more to do with the carrier. My carrier is perfect, I like to say. And my score for the call quality is 8 out of 10. Maybe I would have liked to see dual microphones for noise cancellation, but otherwise it's a flawless phone, and I've had a great time talking on it. Right, let's get onto the camera. So as you can see here on the back, we have a 5-megapixel camera. If you want to see some footage from the camera, I have a link in the sub bar, which will go to my camera test on my channel. So you can just click on there. I have some video tests. So it's a fairly standard 5-megapixel camera. It's not the best 5-megapixel camera like on the iPhone 4, but it's a very good 5-megapixel camera. It's not that good in low light, but if you're out and about a lot and you like to take pictures of I don't know, flowers, then this is a great camera phone for you. The only problem is the LED flash. It gets on my nerve a bit. It's good for using it as a torch, but when it comes to pictures, it really does mess up some of my pictures. So I turn it off quite often. For the HD video recording, it's pretty good. It's not the best 720p I've seen, obviously, but it's good enough for a phone. It's obviously, yeah. I don't spend that much time recording or taking pictures on my phone, so I'm not too bothered about it. But my score for this is 7 out of 10. I guess I would have liked to see a better sensor and a second LED flash, as I said before. Right, so let's get on to sound. I like listening to music on my phone and using the loudspeaker, so I can tell you that the loudspeaker on the back is very loud. You can get it, and there is no really restriction. I know that Apple put restrictions onto their phones, but this is a really good phone if you want to be able to blast music on it, I guess. And the headphone quality is really good. I listened to it on my iBeats. It was really good quality. It hasn't got the best quality. It hasn't got the SRS technology in it like the Desire HD, but it still is great for listening to music on, and if you're looking to use it as a media player, you won't have a problem at all. Right, so for the sound, I give it an 8 out of 10. I guess I would have liked to see an SRS technology in it. Maybe my standards are a bit high, but for the price you pay for this phone, you should get maybe a bit more. But it's pretty much it's perfect for a media player. Let's go into software. So this phone is running the newest version of Android Gingerbread, which is 2.3.3, and on top of that, HTC Sense 2.1, as you can see here. So there's very much, you can customize so much about it. Some of you might be a bit more, you might see this a bit more when you think of HTC Sense. Let's just go into here. There you go. That's what most of you think HTC Sense looks like. But I love being able to change the skin. But I wish I could turn HTC Sense off, because I'm the kind of person who loves to have the stock Android. So as soon as a ROM gets out for this thing, I will be putting that on here. I'll just put it back to how it was before. So yeah, Sense 2.1, no speed problems at all, as I said before. Whoops. So it's a very fast phone. I have a great Android experience on here. You don't really have any restrictions. It hasn't been rooted yet, but I hope that comes soon. But yeah, I like being able to, like, this is one of my favorite things, being able to quickly go into the settings here, turn on my Wi-Fi hotspot, or whatever I want to do. Let's just turn it back off again in case my neighbors try to steal my Wi-Fi. Come on, let's turn off. There you go. Alright, so what was I? Oh yeah, I would like, as I said, I would like to be able to run stock Android, but I guess that'll come in the future when some ROMs are out. But HTC Sense is much better than Moto Blur or anything like that. So for the software, I give it 8 out of 10. Obviously, I would like not to have HTC Sense, but it's alright. Right, overall, the hardware is great. I wouldn't expect anything else from HTC. The camera is alright. It's not the best camera phone. I guess if you're just going to take occasional pictures, then it's alright. The sound quality is great. It's a great media player. And the software runs really well on here. It's a great Android experience. Android is my favourite operating system. So I'm very happy to see how well it runs on here. I just hope that HTC will support it for at least a year. You know, I'm not keeping my hopes too high, but I hope that they do pretty well keeping it keeping it updated. Right, so thanks a lot for watching my review of the HTC Desire S. Sorry it was a bit of a long review, but I have a lot of things to say about this phone. So I really do recommend this phone if you see it. The Incredible S is out as well, but if you want to run gingerbread, then I do recommend getting this. It's a great phone. It hasn't got a dual core in it, but really you don't need a dual core. So thanks a lot for watching this video. This is Wes from MegaIphoneReviews. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. As you can see, it's 10 o'clock. Right, so I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.